in a trending story, the Nigerian Football Federation, NFF, is once again at the center of a storm as Nigerians demand answers about how millions of dollars in football development funds have been used over the years. Now, the controversy was reignited earlier this week when popular football content creator and influencer Big Bird, known on social media as @C_Muobiko, launched a viral campaign calling for transparency and accountability from the NFF. Now, in his post, he questioned how the Federation has managed the huge sums of money it has received from FIFA, CAF, and even the federal government of Nigeria since 2014. Funds reportedly running into tens of millions of dollars, all meant for football development, grassroots projects, and infrastructure.
Now, the campaign quickly gained traction, especially after FIFA posted an image of an abandoned Nigerian stadium, sparking renewed outrage among fans who feel little has changed despite the steady inflow of international support. Now, in response, the NFF released a statement insisting that every money they received from FIFA, CAF, and the federal government since 2014 were used for specific purposes. Now, still questions persist. Nigerians are asking, where exactly did the money go? Why are many football facilities across the country still in ruins? And what does this mean for the integrity and future of football governance in Nigeria? Now, to help us understand this, we're joined with the man who started this new wave of public scrutiny, Muobiko Chigbo, football content creator, the sports influencer whose campaign has put the NFF under the spotlight. Thank you so much for joining us once again.
Thank you very much. Good morning.
Let's start with your campaign. What specifically prompted you to raise questions about the NFF's use of FIFA and CAF funds, and what were you hoping to achieve with your post?
First of all, we all can see what the football space in Nigeria looks like at the moment. We all see how the national teams have been struggling over the years and are still struggling. The local leagues, the youth teams, everything is in shambles. We've retrograded so bad, and it's been a lot of questions and pointing fingers, and people keep wondering, a lot of people keep wondering what is going on. Why are we not advancing? Why instead of improvement, all we are seeing is retrogression. And it's been so, it's gotten so bad. And what also prompted me very recently is, the last international breaks that we had, people kept on pointing fingers at players, making accusatory fingers at players for being the reason why our national teams can't perform, things are the way they are. And they just, sprung this in me to actually point people to the actual direction of where these problems are coming from and why our football space, sports generally in Nigeria, is making zero progress. And that from where we are at this point, looking forward into the future, there is no hope because we don't have any fuel in the tanks. So basically that was where all of this is coming from. And what I'm hoping to achieve with this is a change. We want to see a change. We know our potential. We know the potentials that are abound in this country. We know the talents that flock this country. We see them every day around us. But they are just talents, and most of them just die off as talents.
They're not being supported. Absolutely, Muobiko. Now, you also mentioned figures running into millions of dollars. Now, if you could, can you break down, some of the key areas that you talked about, where you believe that the NFF has failed to deliver,
The primary function of NFF, more than any other thing, is fostering football and development, infrastructure-wise and talent-wise. But over the years, they've failed to come up with innovations or programs that will take care of these things. They failed to do that, not even one project over the years. And then we have this initiative that comes through FIFA. And FIFA disburses funds for these things. It's not like it's public knowledge. Like I said, if you go to FIFA website, you see all of it. You see all the FIFA member countries and what projects and everything they have been doing and have been going on. And it's so painful that, okay, our own federation can't come up with ideas to foster development, infrastructure-wise and talent-wise. And then we are getting these funds to support such innovations, and we have nothing to show for it. For over the years, this program by FIFA has gone. The phase one of it has gone. Second phase of it has gone. We are currently on the third phase of this program, and you look around us, there is nothing really to show for it. So what is going on?
Mr. Muobiko, the NFF has responded, and they've said that every fund received since 2014 was used for specific purposes. Do you find that explanation satisfactory, and what specific transparency measures would you like to see from the Federation?
Like I responded to that statement that they did. They just kept repeating themselves, specific projects, I assume you and a lot of Nigerians want to know. They should come out and name these specific projects. We want to know what these specific projects are, because if these specific projects they are talking about, I don't know, like I said, if they are ashamed to tell Nigerians that the mini stadium, the mini pitch they built in Benin Kebbi, which was allocated for almost $1.2 million, that was what they could achieve with that amount of money. And then the second stadium that was supposed to be in Delta State, that to date we can't find that stadium. There's not that stadium. We don't have it. So where is this stadium? So they should come out and name these specific projects and all. And part of these funds are also for part of this fund, like the recent news that came out about the CAF referees, that the CAF referees that are supposed to be officiating in the next AFCON, where we cannot find any Nigerian referee there. And that is already now for the past 19 years, there has been no Nigerian referee in CAF competition. We can't find Nigerian referee. So if Nigerian referees can't make to CAF competitions, is it World Cup or World Cup that we are going to find Nigerian referees? And part of these funds that has been coming from FIFA, are for training of these referees and coaches,
technical staff
and all of that. So where are they arranged? Where are these programs going on that we don't know?
Okay.
So what is really going on? They should come out and really explain these projects, where they've done it. Let them just come out and explain, because speaking, using word salad and all of those things hasn't solved anything. They've not responded to us. They've not told us anything.
Absolutely. Muobiko, it's quite funny because, after this whole issue went viral on social media, FIFA decided to post the abandoned stadium project.
It's not abandoned.
The one in Kebbi State or the one in Delta State? Well, the one in Kebbi State
the one in Kebbi State has been
is that a finished project?
That is a finished project you are seeing.
And it looks
has
like
been
that.
Launched.
Because there were actually a lot of comparisons, between the one in Kebbi State and also the one in Kenya, and they were given the same amount. So, but they posted that particular one in Kebbi State on the banner of their X page. I know they've not come out to actually say anything, but do you think that the post was a subtle message from FIFA about the NFF's administration and what they decided to do with the money? What are your thoughts?
Of course, you can see, you can read between the lines and understand what is going on. If that is what NFF can achieve with over $1 million, that is what they delivered as a complete project. They've launched it, and this thing I'm talking about is monies way back from 2020, the second phase of the FIFA Forward project. monies as far back as 2020. And they delivered this project. It was supposed to be 2 stadiums. As part of the infrastructural development, it was supposed to do 2 mini football stadiums. This one in Kebbi, which
I actually just also noticed the seating capacity of that particular stadium. How many people can it actually take? Like, it's really funny.
I don't even know if it's up to, I don't know if the capacity is up to 100.
Also, I highly doubt that.
Because if you look at it, it was just enough for them to, there's a picture that shows the sitting area. I don't know if you guys have seen it. It was just enough to put in FIFA and NFF, just the sittings to have the, the embedding of NFF and FIFA so that they can get a picture for it, and that is it.
Mr. Muobiko, some people argue that, influencers just like you are sensationalizing this issue and, of course, putting the NFF under unnecessary or undue pressure, basically. What's your reaction to people who have this thought?
I don't understand when you mean undue pressure, because the country's sport is already under a lot of pressure. International bodies, international communities, other countries must be wondering what is going on with Nigerian football, Nigerian sports, because this is not the Nigerians, this is not what I grew up knowing. So we're already under a lot of pressure. So I don't understand what he means by undue lot of pressure. Go to the streets every day and see the number of youths every day that their dreams are dying every day. There's no hope inside. There's no hope inside. Even if the national teams don't want to progress, the leagues, what of the leagues? So we're already under a lot of pressure. So the NFF has to come out and tell us a way out of this. And since they themselves cannot, since they cannot even come up with innovations, I'm talking about the ones that FIFA has brought for us. What is going on?
It actually makes you wonder, how Nigeria is actually being seen at the moment, and if, going forward, FIFA or any other international body would want to support Nigeria with any more funds after this particular debacle. But then, beyond social media accountability, are there other steps that should be taken institutionally by probably the sports minister, National Assembly, or even the EFCC to ensure transparency in football funding?
First of all, NFF is an autonomous body of which the government can't interfere. The government can't interfere in NFF affairs and all of that. So it's stuff like this, when we raise awareness like this, because over the years, people don't even care. People really don't even care what goes on in NFF. People just want to watch football, enjoy the national team, just want to see the national team win matches, go to tournaments. People don't really look into what is going on with the NFF or even understand how all of these things are run. Do you get? So it's awareness like this, things like this, what is going to actually have people to look inwards and actually see where the rot is coming from. So, like you asked, the government can't intervene directly. They really can't intervene. And over the years, there have been cases of EFCC and the NFF, and they just bring up the conversation and it dies off. And I'm hoping that this time, that something, will actually get the attention of the people who should actually look into this, especially FIFA themselves.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Muobiko, for having this conversation with us. And we hope that indeed the efforts you've put out for this will not just go in vain. Indeed, will find an end to corruption in sports, sports department or development in Nigeria. But thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you.